Hey, what's up guys? Khaled here, the plant charmer. We're at that stage or that part of the tutorial where we show you how to plant the berries. So what you're looking at right now is our rain gutters. They've been watered a little bit. 1 pound of chicken manure pellets have been mixed into that 10-foot channel already. So you can tell the soil is nice, it's all fluffy, it's really ready to go. So the first step you're gonna do is grab your strawberry plant. Okay, remember we've trimmed it down to 2 inches in order to make it easier to plant in the gutters, because look, it's pretty shallow here. So if you just take the whole thing every time, you're gonna have to dig a trench, lay the roots on their side, and most of the roots that come with bare root plugs are dead anyway. So super simple stuff. You're gonna grab 2 fingers like this. Actually, you're going to just push aside, create a little depression in the soil, go in with 3 fingers, grab your plant like this, and just put it in. That's it. There you go. Now we're just gonna cover it like that. Now, if you look at that plant, let's just zoom in a little bit on that so you guys have a good look on that plant there. Let me just readjust the camera quick. All right, so if you look, I don't know if you guys see that here, but the plant has been actually planted flush with the root system in terms of depth. So strawberries are super sensitive to planting depth. So if you look at this plant right here, let's just zoom out. All right, zoom out. Okay, perfect. So that's a bare root plug that's ready to go. We've trimmed it like the other one we just put in. Now, if you were to plant it like this and the root system here is visible, the plant may not die, but it's going to struggle and dry out and give you a bad performance. Now, if you plant it like this, is the crown part, okay, by the way. So this is where the leaves are going to emerge from. Let me just peel that back a little so you can see it clearly. That is that little growing tip. If you actually happen to plant the plant like this and the growing tip is under the soil line, well, it's going to rot. So your plant is either going to die or perform very badly. So the perfect plant placement is going to be like this. So flush with the soil line. So that's pretty much it. You're going to put it in. So let's just go and put that guy here. Spacing for our strawberries for day neutrals such as Albion, but all day neutrals that are to fruit on the same year, they'll be smaller plants than the classical June bearing. And so you're going to need to plant them about 6 inches apart. So 6 inches is usually the length of the average hand. So if you use that as a gauge, just a nice ruler, you always have it with you. It's reliable and it never changes size. So it's perfect for that. Once you've done this, you're just going to grab the water. I don't have the drip tapes installed yet. We're at that stage here, but I don't think I need to give you guys a tutorial on that. You're just going to grab your watering wand or whatever, your hose or whatever it is you use, and just water that very nicely. So saturate it with water. That'll get the roots soaking water, and it's the signal for for them to wake up along with the temperature. So they're going to wake up, shoot here from these little crowns or growing tips, start developing leaves, and then they're going to find nutrients and water right away in order to go along with that photosynthesis that they're doing that they're going to start doing as soon as leaves are out. So that's pretty much what it is. This is going to complete part 2 of our tutorial. It's super simple stuff. Again, like I break it down to its very, very most simple basically the most simple method. So at this stage we have fertilizer in. We're going to water this when it's dry. So before the plants keel over, a little before, I mean, just don't wait 5 minutes before, but you're going to want to water it, go through what we call a wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry cycle. This is how most plants like to grow. So if you water constantly, you're going to drown it. If you don't water enough, it's going to go short on the water, and the water is also a vessel that transports nutrients. So it's going to go short on nutrients, it's going to go short on water, and so on and so forth. So wet, dry is what we do. We figure that out by sticking a finger to the first knuckle in the soil. Now I got gloves on, normally I would take them off, but that's usually a good indicator of how moist your soil is. The next step, or the next part of this tutorial, is going to be in about 1 week to 10 days. We're going to start picking the flowers off of these plants as soon as they emerge, and we're going to do that for 4 to 5 weeks until the plants actually touch leaves, which will give you a plant that is 6 inches in diameter. Again, my name is Khaled, known as the Plant Charmer. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you epic gardening classes this year so you can be the best gardener on the block. I'll see you next time, and keep it green.